there means set of states. Suppose your DFA may have some 4 states or 5 states that you need to write. And what is the input alphabet? That also. Initial state and final state also you can represent. Transition function, today I'll tell you how to write the transition function. So here you had an initial configuration which is given to you. Suppose my first state, initial state is Q1. My string is CW. C is a constant here, CW. And how do I get Q2 here? Probably after consuming that C, I got Q2. After consuming that input C from the state Q1, I may go to state Q2. That's why the remaining string, what is there? W is there. Remaining string W is there. If and only if you had a transition from state Q1 over the input symbol C, you will be going to Q2. Further from Q2, you will track the remaining input, that is W, that belongs to the transition function. So your transition function looks like this. If you didn't understand this statement, it's not a big deal. We can go to the situation where exactly the transition function is. Then I'll again come to this slide. You can understand that. Okay, the same figure we have seen yesterday. The set of states. How do you represent the quintuples now? So the very first tuple which you have in your DFSM representation is big Q, right? Big Q represents the set of all finite, F-I-N-I-T-E, finite states, that is from Q0 to Q5. So in my DFSM, what are all the states I have? Even your trap state also one of the finite state. So you have to include all the states like this. Next one. Sigma, right? What is the input alphabets you are seeing here? Set of all input alphabets A and B. So that second tuple is set of all input states, that is input symbols, that is AB. Everything you have to represent within the curly braces. The input never contains epsilon in DFSM. Make a note, in DFSM the set of all input symbols, it will never contain epsilon. So if it contains epsilon as an input, you could see that any figure in DFSM, you will not have a transition over an empty symbol. Over epsilon, you will not have any transition. So, but in epsilon DFSM, there is one more DFSM. Yesterday we have seen that there are two types, DFSM and NDFSM, non-deterministic and deterministic. You have one more automata, that is epsilon DFA, epsilon DFSM. Okay, Q we have seen the set of all input states, input symbols. And what is the initial state, final state, also one of your tuples, right? You have to represent my initial state is Q0 with an arrow mark, and representing the final state with the star actually. That I will tell you in the transition table. You represent the initial state with an arrow mark in the transition table, and with a star the final state. What is final state, accepting state in this? It is Q4. So set of accepting states will be given with either F, that is that even the final state is also even your set of accepting states, not only Q4, if you have so many accepting states, all are belongs to the finite states only, na? What is Q? Finite states. Even Q4 belongs to finite state. Yes, coming here, the transition function. So the left out tuple in this quintuple is transition function. So generally, when do you have a transition? I need to have a mapping between a state and then input. Then I will be going to one more state. Even that state is also belongs to Q, right? Your start state also belongs to Q. On which symbol it is going, and then to which state it is going, right? I had a transition from one state to the other state over the input symbol. That is the meaning. Understood? Yes. Any doubts till now?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So that is what, how I know that this is the transition function representation, but how can I represent in my DFSM which I have constructed? So del is the symbol for that. Del of what is the state you are starting and what is the input symbol you had a transition, and then what to which state you are going. This is the way, this is general representation. On top whatever you are seeing is the general representation, but actually how you have to write transition function is del of my state, initial state, comma, what is the first input symbol, then to which state I am going. Del of q comma x is equal to q dash, where this is the present state, this is the next state, this is the input symbol. Okay, so according to this question, we could see that del of q naught comma a, where I go, when I apply q naught comma a, where I go, q1. Like this, you have to write for all the possible combinations. The same way del of q naught comma b, I go to q5. Then go to q1, del of q1 comma a is equal to q5. Del of q1 comma b is equal to q2. Then go to q2. Like that, one by one state, you have to write your transition function. You see. So this is the transition table. So that whatever I have written as a transition function, I can write it in the table, right? As a table. Table will tell you how the data flows actually. So I just, in the first column, I list out all my states. Here one thing is missed. If you see the book, you can see there is an arrow mark for Q naught and there is a star for Q5 that represents, sorry, star for Q4 because Q4 is the final state, no? So to represent the initial state, arrow mark and then a right arrow. For Q4 it is, there will be a star. Do I need to explain the transition table which you are seeing on the screen?
No, ma'am.
You can understand, I think so.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So the one which is written is nothing but the which I have told you already. A complete thing. Q naught on A go to Q1, Q naught on B go to Q5 like that. You no need to list like this. You can list it one by one also. And then you can list it in the table. So what did you understood from this? Any language which you got in a question paper or from my side, you have to represent that question with you have to represent that language by building the DFSM like this, and then all the quintuples. What is Q, big Q means set of all states, no? Q naught, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, set of all states, set of all input alpha, input symbols, initial state, final state, and then transition function. Everything you have to write for each and every question which you got. Now I am familiar with transition function. So what did you observe before going to the difference between the transition function and extended transition function? In transition function, every time I have applied, though my language is ABBA, right? What is my language here to be accepted by the machine? ABBA. ABBA. But extended transition function is the function which you're going to check whether the language is going to be acceptable by the machine or not. So I'll take the complete string together and then I'll apply one by one. So here if you see the transition function says about step-by-step transitions, like since my initial state is Q naught, my travel started from Q naught. So when I apply A, where it will go? When I apply B, where it will go, like that, one by one I have seen. See, only one input at a time I have given. Is it not? Only one input at a time I have given. But when you come to transition function, you see that sigma star, right? What is that? Sigma star. What did I told you? Transition function is represented with the help of del symbol, whereas extended transition function is represented with the help of del star. So if I give you the representation earlier, so this is the transition function. Did you see any del star and then q the sigma star here? No, because transition function is going to be written one at a time on one input symbol, only on one input symbol. But extended transition function, I can expand my string, complete string to be accepted by the DFSM. So 0 or more number of characters are possible in this. So that's why it is not a X, here it is W. There it is X because X is a only one character. But what is mean by W? String, a complete string have 0 or more number of input symbols. Is that familiar?
Yes, ma'am.
Any
Yes, ma'am.
doubts? Any doubts? If you have, asked me. Extended transition function. I'm going to expand it on every input character that I got. So that's why it is sigma star, where here W is your what to say, string. But anyhow, I have to start traveling from Q naught only. You see that here. See, I have taken an input to check. Extended transition function is always useful for checking whether the string or the language are going to be accepted by the machine or not. At the end of the input, when I reach, I should get some acceptable state. If not, that is not accepted. Actually, this is not a AB acceptable DFSM. So if I give AB, you see that AB is not a input character. It is a string, right? AB is a string. So that's why del star. So if it is like this, what I have to do first? First, I have to apply the input A on Q naught. I have to scan the input from left to right. So Q naught on A, where do you go? Q naught on A. Where
Q1.
do Q1. So now only till here from Q naught on A, my output is Q1. Then for Q1, I have to apply what?
B.
I have to apply B. It is going to Q2. What is the end result of this extended transition function?
Q2.
Do you say now it is acceptable? No, because Q2 is not a final state. Right? So that's why, yes, that's why extended transition function is able to check, is helpful for us to check whether the string is going to be accepted by the machine or not. At the end of the extended transition function, when you reach the input end marker, this is the empty thing is in epsilon or input end marker. When you reach the input end marker, you have to be in the acceptable state. Okay. Now ABB, BAA, right? See, you refer your prescribed book or Padma Reddy book, how extended transition function has been written. It is easy for me to teach because if I in-depth writing everything, no, that is the practical difficulty. Yesterday I told you, I need to have more number of slides. I need to have more number of slides. Now, ABB, for ABB, A, it reaches to Q4. Again, you're giving one more A, so it goes to Q5. Q5 is a trap state again. It is not accepted. So I'm just telling you the difference between what is transition function, what is extended transition function. In extended transition function, you can apply the whole string, where in case of in transition function, you can apply only the input symbol. I can say like this. Extended transition function is a general case in recursive. If you say the recursive function, extended transition function is general case, whereas transition function is the base case. You will get the solution there. Correct? I don't know how many of you understood this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think I no need to spend much time in extended transition function, no? Okay, so whatever I told, they have given in pictorial representation. You see that del star means what? Extended transition function, where I am applying the complete string over my initial state. It will go to the final state called Q dash, where string is a set of all, a string is a combination of a sequence of input characters, where it is, what do you call this? Sigma 1, sigma 2 to sigma k. So I have started my journey from Q and then I will end up with Q dash. I think you understood this. It is whatever I have spoke as of now, That is has been given in pictorial way. Okay, so how do you represent the language accepted by DFA? Sometimes, I don't know, you may get a question or not. How you define the language is going to be accepted by DFA with terminologies. So I generally call a DFA or DFSM anything, deterministic finite automata or finite state machine. It's a machine actually. So we call it as M. So the language accepted by the machine M is denoted as L of M. The language accepted by the machine is denoted as L of M. I know that you know, I mean, yesterday, the last class I told you, the language means what? It will contain all the possible strings accepted by the machine M, right? It will follow the pattern. Yesterday we saw A is a pattern, AB is a pattern, AAB is a pattern, so that a language is containing the set of all strings which possess the same pattern. Correct? So if M is the machine, L of M is the language accepted by the machine. That could be a combination of n number of strings. We say that L dash is accepted by DFAM if and only if, okay, if one more language, earlier L of M, now L dash, which is also a language accepted by the same machine M, then what we can say, L of M is equal to L dash. L of M is also the language accepted by the machine M. Even the L dash is also getting accepted. So I may say that both are equal. Both are equal. So when do you say that the language is accepted? When you are at the end of, when you applied the extended transition function over the string of languages, over the language of strings. So you have to reach your final state. Is it or not? You have to reach your final state. When do I, this is a very, very important representation. How do you represent the language accepted by the machine M? So the language accepted, when do I say that the language is accepted by the machine? It contains strings. That is what? What is sigma star? It's a string actually. It's a combination of 0 or more number of input symbols. Nothing but what? String. Where if I apply my extended transition function from the initial state, where I apply the string, I have to reach the final state. I have to reach the final state. So where Q dash is the final state. How many of you, I mean, didn't understood this?
Could you explain it once more?
Okay, good. So is it clear the extended transition function concept?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So now extended transition function, on what you apply? You apply the extended transition function over input alphabet or string?
String, ma'am.
Yes. So this is what it is, right? I apply the extended transition function. From where I have to start? I have to start from the starting state, that is called Q naught.
Yes.
So that I'll apply the input string.
Yes, ma'am.
What could be the end result of this? Final state?
To the final state, yes.
Yeah, that belongs to F. F is what? Final state.
Final state.
If I reach final state, I will be reaching one of the state here. For example, in the previous example, we have seen Q4, no? Q4 is the final state. Is that Q4 is not F?
It is
Correct?
F.
Q4 belongs to final
Yes,
state, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Any of, see, in that example, Q4 is the final state. Might be Q3, Q4, Q5. All three might be final states, right? Any one of the state that belongs to set of all final states. Because we don't have a restriction in DFSM to have only one final state. We have set of all final states. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So any state, that is the final state means of, I think I need to explain you what is W. W belongs to set of all input characters.
Set up. Yes, ma'am.
So if I reach the final state, then what does it mean? That string is got accepted, right? Then
Yes,
the
ma'am.
language is accepted. Now it is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Can I go to the next slide? Okay. Then what is the rejection category? Rejection category, language not accepted is represented as L of M whole bar that doesn't belongs to final state. Very easy. I got some state after exploring my string from start state. I have applied all my string characters, but I have ended up with a state where that state is not belongs to final state. So that is the language rejection category. So I hope with this all my preliminary things got over, means terminologies, everything. So by this, I hope you are familiar with most of the representations, quintuple representations, what is string is, what is alphabet, what is everything. So only thing hereafter you have to be very, very good at logics. Very, very good at logic. So ask so many doubts because your doubt sometimes I don't know, even at your age I was also not that sharp. It all about so many subjects. When we started teaching, we used to see the other way around, because while preparing for the classes we might be knowing that what may be the doubts of the students, so how I can clarify that. So in that way I made myself shine. So sitting at the end, I mean at the other end like student, at that moment you may not get doubts, but definitely when any one of the student who got the doubt, please raise it so that it will help the others also to get clear in that conceptual wise. So it depends on the sharpness. So according to this subject, I like only when you ask plenty of doubts, so that it will help you while designing the DFSM. Definitely. That is the only request from my side to you. Ask many doubts. Okay. So the questions, 17 questions initially, this follows a certain pattern, so that I have grouped them that. So now let us see the first question. Uh, Problem is I cannot design it one by one. If it is on a board, it will be very good. I can say that what and all the consequences, to which direction I have to go, what could be next stage, all those things. That's why I'm asking from your side, ask me so many doubts. Okay, here you are seeing the answers directly. That is the problem. Okay, so design a DFSM. Listen to the question properly. Design a DFSM to accept the string of A's. String of A's means what? Your language has only one alphabet. What is that? A only. So what is my sigma here? Only A. No B, no C, nothing. String of A's such that string contains at least one A. At least one A. So there is no question here, epsilon, right? Minimum, what should be the length of the string to be accepted?
1.
One. At least one A should be there. You should not entertain any other input symbol except A. Is this much clear with the question? At least one A should be there. So, if it is at most one A, what could be the thing? At most one A.
No A's or
At most means 0 A is also acceptable, right?
yes.
1A is the final string, correct? At most 1A means 1A is the 1 is the length. So 0 and then A. When it comes, when there is no input, that time your initial state itself is the final state. Agree, right? Initial state itself is the final state when there is epsilon is the input. Now this is not the case actually. In your first question, that is not the case. Minimum 1A is should be there. So that's why don't worry about this representation. This is a starting state. So Q naught is the starting state. I have written that only with 1A, minimum at least 1A should be there. Maximum any number of A's also possibility. So every state I have to provide, what is my set of inputs here? Only A. So from every state, there is a transition over A. That should not affect the logic. That is the meaning. So Q naught is here. I have provided a minimum A, so that with minimum A, at least one A, I have to accept it, right? That's why it is the final state. Q1 is the final state. It is told at least one A. There is no restriction on the number of A's then. Then even for Q1, I have to supply the input A because it is DFSM. To every state, I have to supply the I have to supply the input symbols. Here input symbols is only A. So where I have to give? Where I have to give? So you may ask me why I am giving to only Q1. Why can't I give that A to Q0? Right? I can travel from Q1 to Q0 also, na? Is it or not? Say yes or no. Why I am giving the input A to Q1?
And because A should be also accepted.
A is also, see, that is fine. So if I give A to Q0, what happens? What if when I give the length AA? What if my string is AA?
Then you'll have even number of A's.
No. See, there is no matter here, even number of A's, odd number of A's. What are all the strings to be accepted by this question, you tell me? A small a, 1a, 2a, 3a's, 4a's, it goes like that. Correct? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Even here 2a's should be acceptable, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
At the
ma'am.
end of the second A, you have to be in final state, no?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if, from Q1, if I give A to Q0, what is the length then? This
Won't be
is
the final.
one A, this is one more A, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
At that time, am I in the final state?
No, you're not.
If Q0 is the final state also only then.
If Q0 is also a final state, it accepts 0 states of A.
Yes, ma'am.
So that should not, that's what I'm telling you. You should raise more number of questions here. Understanding? If I make the initial state itself is final state, it will accept 0 lengthed string. But according to my question, minimum 1A should be there. That's why minimum 1A, it is accepting. After that, how many A's comes, it will be in accepting state only. Any doubts still?
No, ma'am. Continue.
Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why I told you why I am giving A here. Can I go to Q0, right? But for 2A length, Q0 is not a solution to me. I should, at the end, it means A's, actually, number of A's to be accepted with at least minimum length 1. So 1A followed with any number of A's. Minimum 1A should be there, accepted. After that, any A's, that should be accepted only. That's the meaning. Okay. It's coming to the next question. Design a DFSM to accept the string of A's with any number of A's in it. I think you understood now. Any number of A's means even 0 number of A's. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So for 0 number of A's, without consuming any input, I'm in Q0. That Q0 itself is what? Initial state is the state which doesn't consume input, yeah? Correct? So with epsilon input, it is in Q0. Later, any number of A's, not a problem. Any number of A's means even 0 number of A's also. Correct? Next one. Design a DFSM to accept the string of A's such that it has odd number of A's. Yesterday I told you, I think even number of A's, no? For even number of A's, the starting state itself, 0 number of A's is also even number of A's, and then 1 and then 2. So it was the initial state was the final state. But here odd number of A's. Odd number of A's means 1A, so final state. 2 A's, not a final state. 3 A's, final state. 4A. When I'm in the 4th A, it's an even length. It should not be acceptable. When I'm in the 5th A, it is an odd length. It is acceptable. Understood the third question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, exactly opposite of that is your even number of A's. Look at. Have a look. Even number of. It's very simple. When I take an even length string, when it comes to the even length end, it has to be an acceptable state. Correct? Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So shall I proceed
ma'am.
or shall I stop it here for today? What you will say? You will say stop, correct? At least answer to this, no?
Ma'am, do we have these sort of problems in the prescribed textbook, the Elaine Ritchie one?
In prescribed, you have very less. You have very less. That's why I openly told you better refer Padma Reddy. Hmm?
Ma'am, can you tell us the name of the book, the one authored by Padma Reddy?
Yeah. If
Yes,
tomorrow
ma'am.
I'll show you the screen in the screen. Next class I'll show you. You will get it latest edition Padma Reddy. Because
No, ma'am.
that
Actually, the thing was that since all of us are in our native places, so there may be a chance that we may not get it at hand. So I just
okay.
wanted to check if I can get it online on Amazon or some other from some other source, or
I'll
maybe
try
if you
it
have a
and tell
PDF, you
you.
could
You
share it
also.
on the classroom.
Okay, 1 second. I'll stop the recording. We'll have the further discussions.